What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Kevin Jackwitz with the Kaged review, and we got some really sad news. I'm sure a lot of you have heard already. Stan the Man Lee passed away yesterday, 95 years old. And, the first thing I want to say to that is God bless him. The guy was 95. He lived a very full life. He had all his faculties still intact and seemed to be able to do reasonably everything that he used to be able to do. So we should all be so lucky when it comes to that. The guy, he went after a dream, he did what he loved, and he saw that grow into something I'm sure went far beyond what he ever expected. Here I am in my Spider-Man shirt, one of my favorite characters from Marvel and Stan Lee, and I honestly think one of Stan Lee's favorite characters. He's been seen in so many photographs and still shots where he's doing the web slinging thing with his hand. And I think Stan Lee was very fond of his Spider-Man creation and the whole Spider-Verse. And as well he should be, because it was absolutely amazing. So, and he brought so much joy to everybody's life, honestly. And I really loved Stan Lee. Being a DC guy, you cannot discredit the fact that Stan Lee, co-creator of Marvel and so many loved characters, really took it to the next level. And one thing I really loved about Stan Lee, as he's talked about before, is he never wanted to write about conflicts. He wanted to write about characters. He wanted to write about people who had flaws and that there was conflicts with, and that had both good and evil in them. People the readers could relate to. And I thought that was very important in comics because, comics had always been looked at the time as a child's demographic. And as we see nowadays, it's not just a child's demographic. And with the advent of the Marvel movie studio bringing forth all these movies and really bringing these stories to the forefront, you realize how big of an impact Stan has had on our lives. And I actually got a text this morning from a friend of mine who, said your stories made our lives a little bit more bearable, and I think that really says it all. I mean, there's certain people we kind of look to for our entertainment value, and I have to believe that Stan Lee was at the forefront of those people. He really brought so much joy to so many people, so it really is a sad day for comic lovers. Really doesn't matter if you're DC or Marvel or anything, this guy was amazing, and he brought so much to the table. And I don't know how much of a hand he still had in Marvel Studios at, the last few years, so I don't know if it's really going to change anything at Marvel or not. I would assume now that the company's big enough to probably won't change much there. But it's just, it really is sad to see him go. 95, I mean, everybody's going to die at some point. Like I said, he lived a very long, full life. So I'm very happy for him for that, but it's definitely a loss for everybody else. So I'm going to quit rambling. I just wanted to acknowledge that and, say rest in peace. Stan Lee, thank you for everything you did. It's sad. It really is. So I'm not going to plug my channel. I think this is more important than that. So I'm just going to say, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kevin Jackwitz. Stan Lee, Excelsior, Kaged Nation out.